Hi guys, so today is a new day, which means a lot of new stuff will come with it. And I'm kind of excited. I think the last part we were preparing ourselves to do the main quest for this update. My kitty, she jumped. She loves to go to my desktop to be on top of my desktop so she can chill. It's kind of warm for her as well, and she can keep an eye on me. It's very cute. Yeah, so now she has a proper space to lie down and be comfy with us. So yeah, we were actually preparing ourselves to do the main quest for the update. I was actually trying to do our outfit for it, but I needed to stop in the middle of the process, so it's not done. But I kind of like how it's already. But I'm gonna make some quick fixes to it so we can have, a ready outfit to do. Let's go. Let me see. So yeah, we have a login gift. Let me just grab this because I will definitely forget. And I will go a little bit smaller so we can see more of the game. First things first, I wanna finish this. I think the only thing that was missing here was the handheld. It's a little bit inconvenient for me, to be honest, because for example, it covers most of the dress and you can't change the position of the handheld, so it's giving a lot of, Ronald McDonald vibes. Honestly, let's scratch that. It's too much trouble. Let's scratch that. I think this is pretty reasonable. Let's put some makeup. Like, the mask is covering most of it, so we shouldn't bother a lot. The only thing we need to think about is the eyes, which will be these, of course. And the lipstick, which I'm thinking something very deep red would do the job. Yeah, I think we can settle with this one. And yeah, that's it. This is our outfit. Was pretty easy to do. I think the main quest was in Florovish, so let's go here. Alright, maybe, I don't know if I should do this quest at day. I think we should do it at night. Yeah, something like this. I'm not used to use the control, but if you don't know, if you just want Nikki to walk, just press the control and keep pressed and you can make Nikki walk, which is kind of cool if you want to do show off of your outfit. We have like a lot of stuff to do. Usually when I play the update in Infinity Nikki, I'm always like lacking things to do. Goes to the main quest, so I always have to wait for the new chapter to arrive. But this time is different, huh? Okay, so yeah, we are here. Let's go. I'm excited. I don't know anything about the exclusive quest, so let's see how it goes, huh? Head to the BBQ Choco Club to look for Vino. Vino? Why do I want to look for Vino? Not sure, but let's go. Let's go walking. Just because of immersion, right? We don't want to be, running inside the establishment. Imagine you are, you are in a bar and a babe like this enters in your bar. Exactly like that. I think Momo is not really on the right tire for this, but am I missing something? I feel like I started a quest and I did. I think maybe I accidentally started this quest by entering somewhere, and now he's like acting like we already met.
On the day of the show, you'll find out. Don't worry, we won't let a single audience member down.
Kinda like this voice dubbing, to be honest. Kinda sexy this voice audio for Mr. Enio. This rusty kind of voice.
Yeah, not everyone's comfortable talking to strangers. Just like not everyone can use the warp spike.
Okay, breaking the fourth wall here. Damn, I'm really strong by carrying this suitcase with my high heels, huh?
A beautiful stage collapsed with smoke everywhere and curtains burning. There were struggling figures wrapped in flames. And the song's drowned out by people's screams.
Damn. I mean, Infinity Nikki is always now in this recent updates is always pulling since 1.6 at least. It's always pulling the tragedy plot. You know, something tragic happened, and then something else needs to happen to mend for it. Something like that. It was nice at the first time, like 1.7. It was kind of cool. I really like the storyline there. But if they are gonna use this as some sort of formula to keep people from criticizing them, I think this will wear off pretty fast because people are not stupid. People will be like, okay, every time there's a tragedy, a world is collapsing, like there's not anything else that could happen. You guys don't have any other ideas to go for it, you know? And then we will be collecting this as well, because I will forget. This earring is very much like the 5-star earring that we received last season. Like, look, all power to you if you like this outfit, but for me it feels like it's almost like recycling a lot of pieces that were like a second thought for the other outfits. I may be being a little bit harsh here, and we will go running because we are in a hurry. You know, we need to give the brooch back.
You're working here at the Daisy Inn now?
I don't remember her. I wish we could have a recap.
Laura Wish's image.
She works with the mayor.
The local government is temporarily taking over the inn?
What? Yes, seize the means of production. No way. What the hell? Nah, that's not it. Like, the government is only taking care of the security. The concept that the government simply said, okay, so now the inn is public, as a public establishment. Imagine the bureaucracy involved, the red tape involved to make this happen, like...
Exactly. You're always so sharp, Nikki.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like popularity isn't always a good thing, huh?
Miss Elia, we're actually looking for someone. Can you tell us if any of the Evermelody troupe members are here? We have something of theirs and need their room number. I'm sorry, but I have to protect their privacy. I can't give out that information. Not even to you, Nikki.
Well, but you could leave to her the brooch and then...
Maybe you should try and ask Mr. Enio?
I mean, is that easy? Like, what if one of the fans, the eager fans, decide to simply say a lie and say, oh, this troupe member forgot something, I'm just here to deliver it. You will just give the number of the room?
He probably won't be back for a while.
Oh no,
Maybe
don't tell me this is time gated.
For the
Oh
other-
yeah, right, she had visions. I forgot that Nikki have visions from time to time. Go to the lobby and wait for Enio. So it's not time gated. Right, the game, it's not a time gated
Why
thing.
don't we risk
Tell us to keep an eye out for fire hazards?
I mean, calm down, it's just fireworks. Probably someone is very hyped about the whole event. Calm down.
No, that stuff's all flammable! Please don't let it catch fire! I don't want to lose my job!
Damn. Flourish economy is bad, huh?
These fans, honestly. What don't they get up to? Come on, let's check it out!
You guys don't think this could be possibly a distraction so they can enter? How could I have foreseen this happening, huh? Okay, we are at the back rooms. I saw a post on subreddit of someone saying that this is like the back rooms of Flourish, and I cannot unsee it. Why my high heels are like that? Yeah, Nikki, that's a very obvious consideration to say. But what I was going to say is actually that Momo is also always ready to escalate any sort of confrontation. He's like, oh, we have some sort of confrontation, a discussion is gonna happen. I am ready, let it happen. He's always ready for a fight. So this is not the room where the gift is, so I'm kind of disappointed, not gonna lie. But let's go talk to her.
Come clean and we'll go easy. Out with it.
I mean,
That person?
what are you gonna do, Mama? Will you torture Fiona? I don't think
Every
so.
bad person says that.
Even the number of stray hairs flying through the air is identical.
Okay, a little creepy.
You even counted their hairs?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just really professional. Like, so good they can replicate every single detail perfectly?
I don't know. I don't know if we could even trust her word, actually.
Got weird. Guess what I discovered?
They sneak out with barbecue, yeah, that's it.
Is it... they also sneak out to secretly eat barbecue when no one's watching?
That's such a stupid consideration to do.
Your eyes! They look like they're about to burst into flames. I hate to disappoint you, but they didn't go out at all.
It's the lenses, Fiona.
That's why I disguised myself as an assistant for the club to watch them up close, and sure enough, I spotted that suspicious performer from earlier.
Yeah, oh man, but hey, it's that easy to disguise yourself. They don't have like, if they are so, you know, reserved and confidential about their team, they probably have some sort of, you know, list or spreadsheet of people that are working with them so they can keep track of everyone. Is that easy to disguise yourself? To mingle between them?
Tailed Vino out of the club. The guy who sold me this gear swore it would keep me hidden.
Yeah, you were scammed.
What are you mumbling about? I mean, yes, that was me. But I lost him. So I figured I'd sneak in and investigate the inn while they were out.
And conveniently, you just happened to do it while someone lit fireworks in broad daylight distracting the guards? I don't buy it.
Come on, Nikki, it's a very straightforward conclusion. She did it.
What's he trying to hide?
Well, I think the performers are puppets. They live in Mr. Enio's suitcase. That's what my conclusion about all of this. But my question is, why this is a big thing in this universe? Like, this is a magical universe. People probably would accept very quickly that Mr. Enio uses puppets. Unless there's something like kind of weird, like maybe Mr. Enio transforming people in puppets, that would be interesting.
Please snap a picture for me.
While we are doing her
What's
work,
different from the-
my screenshot folder will be a mess. Another story about regret? Let me just check here a second. Yeah. I think the dialogues in this game are very superficial, but I think the writings usually that you gather in the world are much more interesting, more profound. I don't understand why they do like this, perhaps because they are trying to please different audiences. But like, for example, people that are not like willing to read a lot may be more interested in easier dialogues to keep up, and people that are more willingly to read, probably they will be grabbing this kind of stuff. Even though this is something that probably everyone will read because it's part of the quest. But anyway, I feel like they should be more balanced. I feel like the dialogues could be less, you know, stupid, because sometimes it feels a little bit stupid. Like Nikki asking stuff that we already know, or like I feel like they over-explain things that don't need the explanation, and they don't explain anything that actually needs the explanation. It's kind of weird. But anyway, we are talking about this. So yeah, this is, I don't know how to say that in English, but it's used to sculpt things. Sculpture? No, sculpture, it's the object. But it's, or the person that does the sculpting. But,
Mr. Enio, he's back!
probably I feel like Mr. Enio did some oopsie, killed everyone, and transformed everyone in puppets. Okay, but Fiona, we are at the second floor and this place is not very short. And we can float. I don't know about you, but we are good.
Was Mr. Ennio's suitcase?
Oh, really? That easy. Okay, now it's the Phantom of the Opera part. But she still is without the violin though. Oh, okay. Now she has the violin. I'm thinking maybe the troop died in a firework hazard. And a firework accident, and Ennio feels ashamed because he was the one to actually give the idea.
They're not elves or any other long-lived creature. So how do they manage that?
Okay, it's kind of a nice touch that they actually they were careful enough to say, oh, so they are magical creatures. We are aware of that, but they are not these magical creatures. It's good. These little details is what makes the immersion of the game.
Full and radiant?
Yeah, he transformed them in puppets.
Let me think. Do these puppet-making tools have some special purpose?
Yes, transforming people in puppets.
I get the feeling that that man is hiding a lot of secrets.
Yes, the performers are puppets. Can we move on?
Let's talk about
Surface. So yeah, they are talking about them in past sentence. So yeah, I think I already cracked the case.
There's some kind of dark essence.
Okay, so they are really following me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. The lag made a whoopsie here for me. Where am I? I don't know. I need to go up. This is giving a little bit of motion sickness. This is giving me a little motion sickness, and I don't usually have a problem with that. Oh boy. This is creepy. Hold on. Oh man. Oh, whoopsie. Ma'am? No, ma'am. No, thank you, ma'am. Do they can climb? No, they can. I kind of like this platforming. It's kind of cool, even though sometimes I feel a little bit sick. Oh boy. The vendors are here. Oh boy. A lot of them, huh? Haha. You can't reach me. You can't reach me. Sorry for stopping the reading, but one thing that I put in the survey is to actually have seasons in game, because they are talking about autumn and the leaves changing, but that's not what happens in game at all. So, oh boy, they are alive. I forgot. Oh boy, she is alive as well. Oh boy, we are leaving.
Is there anything else in there? Or anyone?
Oh, Venus, he is the brother of Renita? Yeah, he is the brother. He is the stylist brother. Now I'm making the connection. Of course we'll tell him. He is her brother, technically.
Alive and well.
Because she is a puppet now.
According to the message, it was a fireworks accident at a theater.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's exactly what happened. It's very easy to make the connections.
We're planning to meet up with Fiona to see if she has any new clues.
Probably not.
I'll go with you.
I have so much faith in Fiona, as you can see. Yeah, let's do this. And then later we will do some outfits, so we can experiment a little with the new outfits we got. It's just that I want to see if we can unlock a new ability today. I want to see how fast you can progress with the house system. I don't think we will be able to do that today, but I don't know. She's so cute. Yeah. She woke up. Yeah. Yeah. She's giving mommy kisses. She rested a lot, so now she's gonna leave. Okay, but how did you manage to escape? Or she didn't enter with us? I guess she stayed in the closet. What? What evidence proves that the current Evermelody troop was on the Lorelei troop? Okay. I can't choose this one for some reason. Nor this one. Nor the bird photo. Oh boy. So how do I do this? Oh, I can only choose two. Oh, okay. Weird that you have a third option then. Probably because they all died and now they are puppies. Just a wild guess. I kind of like this mechanic of, you know, you're having to select different clues so you can piece the story together. I feel like it's a cool improvement.
The performers in the Evermelody troupe are actually puppets.
I was saying that for half an hour at least.
They'd freeze and turn into puppets.
Oh, so it's not like they are permanently puppets, they are almost like werewolf puppets.
What exactly is his goal?
Probably he feels guilty about proposing to use the fireworks in the performance and he just wants to have his friends back. Even if he didn't want to, he killed someone.
Then we'll have concrete proof that he's harming people.
Yeah, but we'll be turned into puppets, so that's a problem.
Why did he take the suitcase to Breezy Meadow? There's nothing there but empty fields.
Calm down, Fiona, calm down. You didn't saw the Sea of Stars yet. Calm down. So yeah, how do I feel about this update so far? My hopes weren't very high. Especially considering that they had to deal with the housing feature. It feels fine. I may took a while to actually have a formed opinion about this because I need to let stuff sink in and actually get my wares about how I feel about the update. But so far, my first impression is okay. It's an update. There is some platforming. There is some storyline, even though the storyline is pretty much, first and foremost, is very, you know, predictable, but that's maybe me. But it also is very repetitive and they are trying to use this formula of some tragedy happened, someone feels remorseful about it. Oh, he has a little tie, a little bow tie.
I think it's Fluffy.
Okay, so Mamu can speak with animals, all kinds of animals. Oh, so we have some sort of gameplay mechanic here. Oh, we are Fluffy! Yay, let's go! Okay, this is cool. The rest is covered in messy corrections, looking very much like an unfinished draft. Huh. No one is following me here. Which it would be a nice touch if it had our character like following us. Oh, I can say hi. Okay. Not a lot of rewards. I wouldn't call Budokan rewards, but can I run? Not really. So we have a little bits of lore, but this is taking a little while. And I feel like the animation when he's sniffing stuff takes too long. Like for the first time, sure. But every time you need to sniff. Oh, okay, we found him.
Mr. Ennio.
I usually don't like to use these headsets, because they are a little bit uncomfortable. As you can see, I have a lot of earrings. And that kind of, it's not the best when you are wearing a lot of jewelry. So, but I sometimes just cover it with my hair, and it's less uncomfortable.
No time
Which is
to-
taking so
Let's
long,
get into
actually.
this. Whatever Mr. Ennio's hiding, the truth is waiting in the box theater.
So let's go to the box theater again. Let's put our gown, since I did the gown. I did this outfit.
Aren't they?
No.
He's not talking like a normal person.
I think he is
Was Mr. Ennio
suffering the
once
influence
part
of dark
Lorelei
essence.
troupe? Wait a minute. young man in that photo?
Yeah, he was one of the performers.
Seems that maybe there's been some misunderstanding.
It's just a hollow shell. How can you call that a...
No. No.
Why it's interrupting? I'm not sure if it's my keyboard.
As long as we can hear them, they're still here. They're not gone.
Nothing but a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, so that time it was not interrupting the voice
It's
line.
all because of me.
Let's go. Boss fight! Whoopsie. Oopsie. Ooh, it's black and white now. And the fire is red. Alright. Whoops. Damn. Damn. Think I'm gonna die. Oh. Oops. Now it's Whoops. No damage. Oops. Now I have a damage. Okay. Fair.
Mr. Radio is gone. Now's our chance.
I wonder if I use the cat ability there, it would be faster.
Nikki, are you okay?
Don't know.
And the low-quality fireworks exploded on the ground.
Yeah, I feel like I like the voice dubs a lot. Like, they really put their heart and soul in it. And I think it was a good choice, a good decision to do this drawing animation instead of the only looking at the NPCs being emotionless. Because that's a thing that bothers me. The NPCs doesn't have a good facial expression, and I feel like the developers know that. That's why in this cutscene they changed the scene to the puppet sometimes when the dub was actually expressing a strong emotion. I noticed that. But yeah, I kind of like this, and yeah, I knew that all along. So, but yeah, damn, yeah, man, it gives me a lot of Frankenstein vibes from this. I think they should do something a little bit Frankenstein for October, like a Halloween season, because I think it has a lot of potential, a lot of steampunk. They could use a lot of steampunk aesthetic with it. And another thing that I want to mention before finishing the quest, because I think this is the end, they lost the opportunity to do a more puppet modification in Nikki's body, because I feel like, and a lot of people are saying the same, that we don't have a lot of body modifications. We have tattoos, but not really like body modifications, and I think they should do it more. Like, imagine a puppet Nikki going on. That would be interesting.
It was worth it.
Oh really? He exchanged his youth for this power? I mean, he done a felony, even though it was an accident. He injured a lot of people and he killed like at least 4 people. So he is a criminal. This is a crime, even though it's an accident, it's still a crime.
Let them fade away forever.
I mean, what is done is done. You can't, fight your grief with an illusion.
Stand on stage
Yeah.
again just to make yourself feel less guilty.
The emotionless NPC. That's something that I would definitely put in the survey, that the developers should really not... They need to be bold and do like NPCs that actually have expressions, that actually have emotions, because it doesn't make sense you have a good voice dub like expressing all the emotions but the visual is lacking. It hinders his work or her work or their work. It hinders immersion. It's bad. It's bad overall. And it is the same problem that we had in the Danchin season when the parents realized the truth of their daughter. It's the same problem, and they need to fix this ASAP. I know that probably it would need them to, because I feel like they don't do that, because like having an NPC doing a very negative facial expression could be bad somehow to the coziness of I don't know. I'm trying to find a justification for it, but I don't buy it. I don't even buy my own justification.
But the sorrow buried deep in your heart will only pull you farther away from the outcome you truly long for.
And Nikki also being emotionless as an NPC. Like, this could be a cutscene, honestly. If they have a hard time in, making all NPCs have a strong expression, they could just simply do all of these moments, cutscenes, and work from there.
All I bring is disaster.
Yeah. That's exactly what she meant.
Disaster.
Dude, it's over. You're gonna to jail.
Mr. Ennio.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I know it's for emotional, it's an emotional, moment. And for emotion sake, we need to have this conversation. But if in reality, pragmatically speaking, he should be in jail. Like, it's only a matter of telling the cops and going from there. I mean,
I can tell how deeply you cherish your troop.
not so much, because if he was willing to buy like cheap fireworks, he made his priorities pretty clear. I'm not ready to be, I'm not ready to forgive him like that, or be, making excuses for what he did. He had his priorities when he chose to buy like cheap fireworks, when he didn't plan his performance thoroughly, especially when he's handling dangerous objects. I mean,
Why won't you listen to anything we're saying?
I don't think the game will go to the route that I'm saying of, arresting him, even though it should. But
You're hopeless.
anyway.
He needs some time to process everything.
But that's not what he said. I mean, he said also that he needs space, but he also said, oh, but the show must go on. I mean, no, it shouldn't.
The decision is still yours alone to make. We'll see you again at the performance.
It's not really his decision. As I said previously, he committed a crime. This is not something that in the real world would be like, oh no, so it's okay, it's an accident. No, he would be in jail for what he did. Perhaps a smaller penalty, because it's his first time in jail. But I mean, I don't get this at all. This doesn't, I understand that they need to make this as some sort of an emotional thing, but I don't know. I can't kid myself and be like, oh no, it's an accident. Nothing like the world. There's no repercussion for what you did, and this is everything. This is just a private matter that you need to deal alone. No, it's not. It's a felony.
I'm starting to think that might not be the right approach.
I mean, It's up to you. I wouldn't be so nice with him because honestly, he murdered 4 people, regardless of if it was an accident or not. Like, it's not like a oopsie, it's a big thing. He was very responsible. He changed a lot of lives because of it. Especially like this fella here, Vino, life. He, you know, interrupted a lot of he interrupted the future of these people just because he wanted to be cheap and save money. Like, I wouldn't be nice. Like, it's, I mean, he kind of deserves the sorrow that he's feeling, honestly.
I think we all need a bit of time to sort out our thoughts.
I feel like we need to, you know, call the cops and then we can, you know, deal with our thoughts. But, you know, this needs to have some sort of conclusion. Like, what was her name? Regina? I don't know. But Vino's sister's parents need some sort of conclusion. Like, what happened? Who did it? It was an accident. Why? All of this needs to happen so they can grieve in peace as well.
Early in the morning. If you're ready, let's head out.
Yeah, let's head out there. Let's pretend that this is not a crime and he shouldn't be accountable for it. And he will do his show with puppets of his carbonized colleagues. That's not creepy at all.
But I've kept every photo and letter she sent over the years.
Wow, so he killed a minor. Yeah, I don't know if he was a minor as well. Probably not, because he was like a leader of the troop. So technically, probably it's more likely, at least, that he was the adult in the situation.
But those songs, they lack passion and love.
And also, it's important to mention that he is, you know, he's making profit of all of this, you know? He made it like he transformed his colleagues in automated machines that he could use. Like, he did, the reason why he did it is probably not because of profit, but by consequence of, you know, performing and doing this kind of performances. He is gaining profit from tickets and all this stuff. I think the game is trying to, you know, picture him in a good light, but I'm not buying it at all. Like, the last 2 updates, the villain, he did some BS as well. Like, in the last update, Mrs. Bai, because of Mrs. Bai's inability to grieve, she, you know, transformed a lot of people in objects in the Dunking realm. But I think it was more because of her refusal to actually grieve and to test it and to witness the celebration going on. Like, it was not a direct consequence of what she did, you know. She wasn't expecting that, you know. I feel like in this case it's a direct consequence. Like, what he did would, and he was very aware, transform his colleagues in puppets. So it's not like Mrs. Bai, you know, stopped witnessing the you know, the one-eyed ceremony because she knew that this would cause the rain and transform people in objects. This was a consequence that she was not expecting. This is different. Like, the objective was to transform his colleagues in puppets. So it's very different. And for the 1.7, it's not a villain at all. I don't think the snake was a villain at all. I think it was simply bad luck. That was what I could say, very bad luck, very unfortunate. That's an unfortunate case, but this is not I mean, it's an unfortunate case, but it's much more serious as the game is portraying.
Is there any way to help Mr. Enio let go of his obsession?
No, please.
Stop this absurd performance.
Oh no, come on. I know exactly how to stop his obsession. We just need to stop by the station and get over it.
Let go of his obsession?
That's why I wanted to ask for your thoughts.
I have an idea. Lure him outside the suitcase, hide the suitcase, and then call the cops.
Just maybe we can reach him through music.
Please, don't tell me we'll be performing for him with his dead colleagues transform into puppets. Don't. Come on, game. Don't. Man, that's so fucked up.
Instead of clinging to songs from the past, he could start a new symphony for the future.
There is no future for him. I'm so irritated. I'm so annoyed by all of this. This doesn't make any like. I don't know, man. I don't know why the game doesn't. Why the game is like the only thing that I can think of is in a lore building perspective. Like in this world, it's not a crime. This accident is not a crime. So he doesn't need to be. He cannot be charged for it. But regardless, who is playing, which is us, in our world, this is a crime. So the game needs to address that. This is not like a minor thing.
Using music itself to reach him might just work.
Fine, let's get over it.
Exactly.
Like, really, the brother's victim need to convince Enio to not use his sister as a way to, as a puppet? What is going on here?
Maybe it can stir Mr. Enio's heart and help him see what he's become.
Like, seeing that she's a human being and not a puppet? Yeah, probably.
If that song can move
She
Mr.
was a
Enio,
human being.
so it'll be hard to change their performances.
Yeah, I think you're missing the point here.
Nikki's singing isn't about fancy skills. It's all heart and passion.
Actually, it is about skills. Like, it's not only about heart and passion. Like, it needs to have a training. Like, that's why the singers are, you know, divided in. I'm not an expert on this, but you could, you know, conclude that if singers are, you know, divided in sopranos or I don't know what else of term they use, probably because there's a reason. Probably because first their voice fits more this kind of tone, and second because they need to have a specific training for their station. Like if they are soprano, they need to have a special training for sopranos. I don't know. I have no idea. If you know, stuff like this, like if you are a professional singer or if you had, you know, singing classes, you can contribute. Tell me in the comments, but
Anyway, there's no better choice. I vote for Nikki!
I mean, I think we do have a choice, but I'm not gonna be, you know, repetitive.
I'll leave that to you.
Yay. Yeah, let's go invite the mayor so she can see how twisted this plan is. And maybe if she has if she's sound-minded. Okay, let's finish this, please. like the concept that we need to feel sorry for him because he's remorseful is like, no, that's not how interactions work. But not really, not at least between adults. People that have, you know, control over their actions and can be accountable by them. That's not how it works. Not at all. Like, if for by any chance you're watching this and you're a kid or anyway a minor, this is not normal. None of this is normal. Like in the real world, he would someone would press charges on him. Your actions are not, even if you do things by accident, you need to take care. Like, how can I say this? It's not because you made an accident. This doesn't mean that you're not accountable for your accident. Every time you make a decision that involves other people and that can potentially impact other people, you need to be the first person to think of all the probable outcomes. And even if remotely, one of the consequences could be that someone gets hurt, you should be the one to abort it. You shouldn't wait for people to feel sorry for you. Anyway, I'm trying to getting over it, but it's a big letdown for me
too.
And it's not that I'm a punitive person and I want to see people in jail. It's just that the message that's trying to be given here is not a good one. It's actually a really bad one. The person that did the storyline is trying to, you know, sell something as being cozy and being, you know, good. Like, oh, everybody makes accidents, so we need to be more forgiven. And nah, man, that's not how the world works. This is not a cozy thing. Like, I shouldn't forgive someone for killing people, even by accident. I don't care. He was an adult. He needed to he needed to be accountable for his actions. That I'm not seeing it. I'm not this anyway. Let's get over it with this.
Yes, that's a truly beautiful photo. We'll go with this one.
I wish we could see the photo, but
Everyone feels the magic of music more than ever.
yay.
They can deeply move their audience.
Okay, but they need to have a level of technical ability to do what they are doing, so they can be successful in what they are doing. I mean, it's cute, but it's not true. It's cute, but it's not true. Sorry if I'm bummed out, but yeah, I can't, you know, hide what I'm feeling, and I shouldn't really. So what's the point of it? I feel bad for people watching and feeling bummed out because I'm bummed out. Mister, a felony was committed. You need to come with me. Now it's the time. Now that nobody's watching, we can do it. We can ambush him. Let's put a address for it. Maybe it could be the one that we did. Where is it? Yes, this one.
You have to give me your first exclusive interview.
Why am I looking down like that?
I'm going to write it as a novel.
I am already picturing my head how it will be.
A novel? Not a news article?
Are the tangled emotions and dreams left unfulfilled?
If you're thinking about the emotions and dreams of the victims and the victim of the and the victim relatives, sorry, I don't even know. I'm too annoyed to speak proper English.
I'll let the readers decide for themselves.
Fiona, this is the definition of disinformation. Even if you... First and foremost, you are a journalist. You shouldn't be writing as novels and calling it news. That's not how it works. A news article is a news article for a reason, because you are describing the events that happened. You should be loyal to that. You are like looking for the facts, the truth of the matter. So why the hell are you writing as a novel? You're not a writer in this sense. And that's okay as well, you don't need to be, but...
But doesn't that contradict your goal of seeking the truth?
Thank God, at least that they had a self-conscious to, you know, realize that.
To be honest, I struggled with that for a long time. After all, I spent so much time tracking this truth. But in the end, I thought if we want to persuade Mr. Enio to let go of the past, I should lead by example.
By kidding yourself too?
If I turn this into a flashy, attention-grabbing story, I'd be 100 times worse than Mr. Enio ever was.
You don't need to transform into a tabloid thing, but I think it has a middle ground here that you are not seeing.
Thank you, Fiona.
I'm going to jot down every line from my novel.
You're very dedicated to your work.
Yay, let's go perform so we can convince a fellow that he shouldn't be using his dead colleagues to perform. Yay.
Okay, I'll do my best.
C'est en récitant que je vais vous conter. Une jeune déségarée trouvera une bande d'amis guerriers. Une douce mélodie
Lag.
à travers tout le pays qui pense la nuit sous les feux d'artifice.
I feel like the translation is not like what she's singing.
Figé dans l'éternité.
Si la musique pouvait encore s'envoler, là-haut nous pouvons tous chanter. Les âmes seront unies à jamais.
Jamais.
Laissons dans ce face de l'éveil ces chansons et laissons le monde nous emporter vers l'amour. Nous va porter parfait de la musique. Nos âmes seront unies à jamais. Nos âmes seront unies à jamais.
It's beautiful. The whole thing is beautiful. It's hands down. I really like this, but it's meaningless. That's the problem. I don't feel it. And for a more suggestion than making a complaint, but it should have the lyrics in French, like it was in the trailer, on top of the screen, so we could, you know, see the lyrics in French, since this is not English, so we could keep up. Especially if you are a French player, probably you would like to see your language like in the screen as well, since they are doing in English, right? I mean, it's beautiful. as I said before, and I say every time in the subreddit, for the Infinity Nikki subreddit, the design part of this game is what keeps this game alive. Hands down, the music is beautiful, the voices are very good, the visuals are incredible. But what keeps this game not being so successful as it could be is the storyline and the gameplay. And obviously, some of the NPC design is very, cheap. It's very lazy. I feel like they are very emotionless, and that's probably something you could do for NPCs that are just, populating the world, but not for NPCs that are important for the storyline. That's what I can say about it. But yeah, it was a beautiful performance, but I was not moved by it.
And of the people who've left us.
No, maybe this is a hot opinion, a hot take, but I think a little bit of remorse is important. Like, especially if people or things mean something to you, a little bit of remorse if someone kills someone that you love, or if someone do any sort of damage to something that you own and that you cherish and that you want to keep it safe and that you want to see it flourish. If someone harms this person or this thing, since we are talking about a person, but it also applies to things. If someone harms someone that you love, and this person and kills it and permanently ends it's her life or their life, fuck forgiveness. Like, a remorse is important to keep someone else's, memory alive. Yeah, you should be remorseful. Yeah, you should want to have some sort of accountability. You should want to punish the person that killed someone that you love. Yes, you should. You can let it go by yourself, but that doesn't mean letting the other person go unaccountable. I think what makes me so annoyed about this storyline is that it's so disrespectful. Like, for people that actually lost people because of accidents like this, it's so disrespectful for them. Like, imagine if someone killed someone that you love by accident. You are not thinking, oh, he's so remorseful, he's feeling so much sorrow. You're not thinking about that, and honestly, you shouldn't. You should feel angry. You should want this person to at least be, accountable for what they did. I feel like that's the entire point. I feel like the whole concept of forgiven, yeah, you can forgive at home. Like, you can forgive by yourself. You don't need to make, and that person can also go to jail and pay for their crimes. Both of these things can work together. And usually does, and that if that person is really remorseful, she will pay for their crime and will move on with their life and try not to do it again. At least, If for any reason she wants to make some sort of amendment with the family of the victim, sure, but that's as far as I think this person can go. So, I don't know, man. I feel like it's blatantly disrespectful. That's what upsets me the most. It's very disrespectful. It's not something cozy. Like,
and open to a new chapter.
I mean, for this to happen, he needs to stop. he needs to let the suitcase go, right?
My sister once wrote in a letter that the Lorelei troop felt more like a big, loving household. The way they were together was just like a real family.
Yeah, right. Sure, a real family, yeah? Because your father burns you alive because he doesn't want to expend more money in decent fireworks. Sure.
Mr. Ennio is actually an orphan.
Sure. So?
An orphan?
And?
So that's it. A lonely soul always longs for warmth. A rootless life treasures a place to belong more than anything.
I'm trying to think a way to fix the storyline. Instead of transforming him into some sort of sadistic, almost sadistic personality that transforms his dead colleagues in puppets, traps their soul into a lifeless corpse, they make them sing repeatedly, and traps them in a suitcase also. Instead of that, we could have seen something different. It could be something like instead of ending with him going to jail, it could be different. It could be like, oh, he went to jail in the past. Like, he fucked up, he did the accident, the cops arrested him for it, he spent his life in prison thinking about it, like, traumatized by it, hating music, and then it comes to this point where we study this, we realize this, and then we do the performance. Like, look, see, like, music can be good. You can enjoy music. You can, you know, you can, you know, forgive yourself, because then it's okay. We talk about his forgiveness because he paid for his crimes. Like, it's not about society punishing him. It's not about Vino not knowing what happened to his sister. It's about him as a character believing in himself and actually being like, okay, I can be a better person now, and I can still enjoy what I love to do. I can still be a musician. And then he, instead of being like, oh, he aged because he, you know, exchanged his soul to be a puppet master, he could be an actual old person. Like, he could be this could be like taking a long time. Vino is an adult. She went, like, his sister went to the troop when she was, I don't know, 15 years old. It could be like, she was a minor. He was a minor. She was the older sister. He, you know, grew old because he spent life in jail, so obviously. And like, see how easy it was for me to fix this? Like, it was so fucking easy to do. It could be a story about redemption, but without, you know, disrespecting the memory and the pain of the relatives. It could be a story about, yeah, I'm trying to redeem. It's not a story about, you know, it's less about redeeming yourself with the victim, the parents' victims, because he already paid for his crime. He already went to jail. What he did could never be paid. He could not compensate the family for what he did, because death is like the end of everything. But for what it's worth, he paid for what the society could do about it. You know, I'm not pro death sentences. I don't like that. But so for me, good. He spent his time in jail. He did what he did, and then he went to the outside world, an older person, a resentful person, not resentful, remorseful person, like, and he hates music. He just can't stand it. He's like a Grinch of it. He can't do it. And then it comes the plot, and then comes the storyline, and then Nikki, and then comes the troop that is coming to town. The troop doesn't have anything to do with his troop, but the troop comes to town and he hates it because, and he makes all sorts of havoc to stop it. And Nikki and Momo and tries to uncover the truth. And then we talk with Vino, and then Vino is like, oh, because he did this and this. And then we're like, oh, so he actually did some sort of crime. We could be even like, we did, if they wanted to if they wanted to, you know, make the story go longer, we could even, you know, meet Vino only later when we already uncovered everything. Like, it could be something like that. It could be anything than what we have here, actually. I would forgive some sort of inconsistency for this, if this was a storyline, and the performance would be so much meaningful, because we would be like, let's invite him, let's, you know, convince him that he can still like love music, he still can do it, he still can be a musician, even though he did what he did and paid for it. He still can be a musician. You know, people like, he can forgive himself, because then it would be less about we forgiving him or letting it go, and more about him letting it go of what he have done. And then he comes to the performance, and then and then the performance can be exactly like that, like the ghosts of their troop comes. Like being like, okay, even though it's a little bit weird, because it's their assassin overall, it's their mother, but we could, I mean, it's also very weird, but I would be okay, it's weird, but I get it. It's less weird. Thinking that the ghosts forgave him makes more sense, like, and then the ghosts come to the performance, and then we are like, but for the you know, the crowd, they see only the troop, like the troop, but not his troop, but he sees his troop in them, and we see it too, because this is like a whimsical world, so this can happen. This is something that we can, you know, forgive. And then and then it's a good storyline, and then it's a good plot, because it's less about, you know, letting someone getting away with it, and more something like, okay, now that what's left of my life is to be remorseful, is this sorrow, this is what's left of my life. It would be more like about that. It would be much more interesting. It would be much more like, it would be more emotional, because it would feel like you would feel the pain of the relatives, and you would feel like, okay, this person, this old man is finally forgiving himself for what he did. He's finally, you know, he's not punishing himself anymore. Like, that would be something, like, you know. I don't know if this makes sense for you guys. This makes sense for me, but that's not what we have here. What we have here is this. So let's...
Mr. Ennio, everyone in the troupe was far more than just companions. They were an irreplaceable part of his life. And also, his real family.
And all this stuff about him being an orphan, whatever. You don't need it. Like, honestly, it's just filler. Him being an orphan, I feel like they are really trying hard to build that he had a meaningful relation with his friends, but that doesn't change what he did. Sorry, that just doesn't change it. I mean, he's not the most like affected part in this. The most affected part in this is his colleagues that died burning alive, probably. Let's not forget that. They fucking burned alive while they were performing. Or maybe suffocated because of the smoke. I don't know.
Family. Family. Just like my sister and me.
Oh, please, let's get over it, please.
Oh, it's nothing. Let's not talk about this now. It's late, and you've all worked so hard today. How about we wait until morning, and then go find Mr. Enio and ask what he plans to do next?
Alright. Well, I'll meet up at the Daisy Inn then.
Yeah, really, like, prolonging this, right? And for what the security was for? Like, he thought that someone would steal his suitcase? Since the puppets are in his suitcase? Okay, so that's done. Yes, I think it is done. Anyway, I wanted to go... Yeah, now I can. Great. So we can chat a little. I think I already spoke everything that I wanted to say about the update. But I think I need to give some sort of conclusion since the main quest ended here. How can I, you know, a short way to say it is I came to this update with no expectations and I left this update pissed off. Like, I was expecting, like, the storyline is very predictable. It's a bad storyline. It's not good at all. I think they are trying to do this formula of remorse and grief a lot because they saw how good it went for 1.7. And the result is that they are not putting a lot of thought on the storyline, and we have some sort of monstrosity like this one. Some of the mechanics that I liked, the investigation mechanic, I like that. You know, you picking the evidence and that correlate with so that you can answer the question. It's cool, like that. Nice way to use the things that we collect in the world. The doggo, you know, mechanic where you incorporate a dog. It has a different name, but it's a dog. I like that as well. It's too long. I think it could be way shorter. The animation for the sniffing is also too long. I think that's it. I think these were the biggest part for me of the main quest. I know that we have a lot of short storylines to do, but I will try to do it in a more... I will take my time. That's what I want to say. And I'm not entirely sure. And I don't want, you know, to... Since I didn't like the storyline, I don't want to do the main storyline. I don't want to do the side quests with this feeling. I want to come back fresh. So... yeah. So that's it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later.